Damn, I got these high-powered Chiefs first game. I gave these boys up. They gonna beat the fleas off me. God damn it. Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit, Ronaldo. This is some bullshit, Ronaldo. Oh, yeah.
Well, Coach, any Florida
oh man, it's storming in Jaguar. That just put a damper on things.
Right now, actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
You got a cast there.
I get the possibilities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 44.
On the counter, here's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down again. Zach Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right in. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
59 mark, check.
Now Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Here we go. One in. It's been a long day for you. Check 59, Mike. Let's go, great. I got it. Mike 5'9". Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 59 Mike. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Foles. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Foles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here comes Kansas City. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Mahomes will set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Foles. And this will be incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check, 59. Watch the run. Mike, check.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Mike 7. 50 to Mike. Here it comes. Hey, Mike's 50.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zach Brown getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll give to Hyde, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, dude.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
We got 4. We got to go.
They'll drop the throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Got some real estate inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Brown in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go! Let's go, D. Slam, slam. Curl.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and 2, Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 44th Mike. 44th Mike. Check out stride. I got you, boy. I got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yellow. Argo on, 80. Check me out. Attack. 44, Mike. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Foles. Sharks got it left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
44, Mike, yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Foles. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, you're trailing in the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. The toss play. This is high. looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Down right around the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And pushing up their lead, the Titans have scored again. A win would be their first of the young season.
Good. Whitey. Good.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Logan Cook now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and the Ravens have opened things up there. A win would be their first of the young season. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guy.
jumping off this bed.